Yeah, I've been actually trying to figure that out. That's been the biggest part of trying to report this story. I'm not going to, well, maybe more so for my brain. Is this going to be the roar on the Unionville GO station, or is it going to be the roar on the 407? We don't really know. Is it going to be the roar of Markham? None of those rhyme, and our producer knows that that's not good either. We both agree it has to rhyme. So we don't know what it's going to be called in that sense, but we do know that the Indy is moving to Markham next August. According to the mayor, Frank Scarpitti, this is something he's been trying to have happen, not necessarily an Indy per se, but a premier sporting event. Think about not the 416, but the 905. And come a little outside city limits. And there's a few reasons why apparently this happened. According to the Indy Dealers Association's president, there's a lot of construction around the lakeshore that's a bit of a problem. Even drivers were complaining about Turn 3, which is the one going right down onto lakeshore in front of the Ontario Place where all of the Therme Spa construction's happening. That has been a problem for the drivers. But then there's also the fact that the FIFA World Cup's going to be here next year. Ultimately, that meant that there couldn't be two tenants for one place at one time, and Toronto's loss is Markham's gain. Here's more from Mayor of Markham, Frank Scarpitti, and then also hearing about how Olivia Chow, Mayor of Toronto, feels about this.
Bud Denker this morning at Penske said, you know, we're here for the long term. And certainly we're going to work to make sure that the 5 years go well. And I know there's other opportunities for that to be extended.
The deal is signed with FIFA World Cup. We would not be able to, down by the waterfront, to have two gigantic festivals at the same time. Just logistically not possible. And we worked really hard to try to move the timing, you know, a few weeks before or after, but somehow the Indy did not want to do that, so we didn't have much choice.
Didn't fit with their schedule. So ultimately now the question is, will this be a pit stop along the way of returning to the roar of the Lakeshore in 5 years, or is Markham getting a premier event for years and years to come? We'll have to find out. Back to you both.